All right, welcome back, everybody, to the ASA Classic here in Cullman, Alabama. Women's Known Pro is our division that we're about to get into. Here's our leaderboard. Darren Christianberry, tell us what we're looking at.
Yeah, no stranger to the top of the group right there. Paige Pierce is leading with a 434. Tanja Gellenthien at 430. And then some new faces to the shoot-off. Jordan Dearman at 421. Janet Knight at 420. Lexi Hall 417. There's a 17-point spread between first and fifth, but as you've seen with the 14 ring in play, all these bonus rings, anything can happen. We're going to shoot 5 or 6 arrows and see who's going to win this thing.
We are for sure. Darren, before we get to the action, we just want to take a look back. Metropolis, Illinois was our last tournament. We want to see how this division shook out there. A stiff wind blew across the open lawn at Fort Massac State Park by the time the Women's Known Pro finalists took the field for the Pro Pressure Point Shootdowns.
Target 1 is Paige Pierce from Red Bluff, California.
In preparation for that win, division leader Paige Pierce switched bows right before the finals so she could shoot skinny arrows that offer less chance for drifting off the mark. And that's a 10 for Paige right there.
That's a good shot at that in that kind of wind.
That strategy seemed to pay off because Paige shot a score of 2 up on the shoot down field, which is good enough that there was no need for the last chance archery, last chance arrow. She had it won anyway, and she shoots a 12, of course. Another win kept Paige perfect on the 2023 ASA season, 5 for 5.
Yeah, that was really stressful. I haven't really shot a hinge in that bad of wind before, so that was an experience, let me tell you what. Those weren't the cleanest shots you've probably ever seen from me, but everybody, when I walked in today, the first 4 people I ran into said, "Ooh, are you ready for the win later?" And I was like, no, I'm really not. I don't know how to aim with my 23s in the wind. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. So I went to the car, I grabbed my target bow, tuned with my Revelations, my skinny arrows. I took my sight off my ASA bow and my whole bar set up and threw it on my target bow and shot some quick marks and came out here and did that.
All right, well, we want to get to the action as quickly as possible without any further delay. Nathan Brooks, third member of our team, bring out our archers.
So getting the action started this afternoon, we'll start off here with the Women's Known Pro Division. Your 5th place qualifier from Manitowoc, Wisconsin, shooting for PSE, Lexi Hull. And from Nauvoo, Alabama, your 4th place qualifier, shooting for Matthews, Janet Knight. Your 3rd place qualifiers from Jefferson City, Missouri, shooting for Matthews, Jordan Dearman. And in 2nd place from Winchester, Kentucky, shooting for Darton, Tanja Gellenthien. And making her first appearance out here this year, your 1st place qualifier, shooting for Bowtech from Red Bluff, California, Paige Pierce.
All right, Darren, a little levity there from Nathan Brooks. Of course, as we mentioned, Paige Pierce has won our previous 5 events.
She didn't even crack a smile when she walked in. I think she's all business right now.
She is. I talked to her earlier, and she said, absolutely yes. It has played in her mind. She wants 6 for 6.
Oh, I guarantee you she does. You know, that's just that's a feat that's not easily done.
Right.
Paige is a phenomenal shooter. She shoots scores that would rival any of the men's divisions anywhere. All these ladies can shoot great. Don't get me wrong. Tanja Gellenthien, she's a Vegas champion. Shoots 900s at Vegas. When I said I didn't know who Lexi Hull was, it's Lexi Keller. She got married. I didn't realize who it was.
Exactly.
Lexi's a great shot. You know, I see a couple new faces out there with Jordan and Janet, but, you know, this is going to be fun. But, yeah, Paige wants to win all 6. I know she does. And she's gritty, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Jordan Dearman, you mentioned, she's been working her way up through the ranks here. She was Shooter of the Year in Women's Open B in 2018. Before that, Shooter of the Year Women's K40, 2019 Shooter of the Year Women's K45. Wow. She was second there, but yeah, so these ladies are no strangers to the big stage.
There's a good look at Janet. Oh, she came out firing.
Went for that 14.
Boy, a lot of people have hit that Audad low right. I wonder why.
Yeah, and so we can give you target distances because they are going to move them before we get to our unknown shooters.
Paige shoots a 10.
Paige shoots a 10.
444.
So she's shooting the 43-yard lynx. Next up, we have the 39-yard deer.
I'm
Tanja.
assuming Tanja called up her because she hit right next to her.
Yep.
Upper 12 have been
440 now for her.
All right.
Then we move over to Jordan on, this is our longest target. This is a 49-yard hyena.
And you have to start on the hyena at that
Look
distance.
at Jordan, good
And you
strong
got a
shot.
solid 10.
10 there as well.
10, nothing wrong with that. 431.
Janet here coming up to our closest target. This is the Audad. This is 28 yards.
Janet's first shoot down ever. First arrow out of her bow, and she said, let's try to get this 14.
Why not?
I like it.
Go for it. And you heard she's from Alabama, so she's got a hometown crowd here.
8 points.
Supporting her.
Doesn't care. You
Puts
still
her
get
to
named.
428. Nothing wrong with going for it. She's 14 points behind Paige to start, so she really
Let's see what
has
Lexi
nothing
gets.
to lose. But she was only 1 point behind
Lexi's
third, so she could try to
417.
sneak a podium.
8 for Lexi.
Lexi
All right,
Hall
ladies, let's
with
move to our
a
next target.
4,
Don't forget about your
with an
orange
8
cones if you want to
moves
know
her to
what
425.
Yes, sir. So nothing changed right there, other than a couple of 8s for Janet and Lexi.
Paige, of course, is our Shooter of the Year in this division, obviously winning all 5 events so far. But this is a new division, Women's Known Pro, first time in the ASA this year.
Let's see how Lexi's
It was a
doing.
class that Paige fought long and hard for just because she doesn't play the judging game. That's not her thing. And so she wanted to have a place where target archers could come out. Lexi Hull, excuse me,
Let's knock your
is a
arrow.
prime example of that. You know, we see her
Get
at
your arrow
USAT
ready.
events
There
and
you
all
go.
kind
All
of
right.
50-meter target
Ladies,
events.
we'll start
This
your
is my
weighing in.
favorite
So,
view
yes.
ever of a shoot down right here. 3
Yep.
archers, the 3 targets that they're shooting directly below them. The cameras are zoomed in nice and tight on all the scoring rings, and you'll get to see a little pop, pop, pop right here and see what they get instantly. This is a
Yep.
great view, fellas.
We're looking at, that was
12
Paige with
for
the first.
Paige, 10
Lexi
for
is on the
Tanja.
left, and Tanya's on the right.
Oh, and an 8 for Lexi, just under that 12. There's a look at Janet. Uh-oh, crept just a little. She got it back. Good shot. 10.
So, first up, we have
All right.
Lexi Hull shooting at the
Lexi.
Lynx.
8 for Lexi.
8 points for Lexi.
Again, this is known distance, so they are using rangefinders.
She's at a 433 now.
Come over to Paige.
And for our leader, Paige Pierce, currently 4 points ahead of Tanja.
12.
Paige.
4, 5.
She now ensures a
6.
5 bonus ring lead also.
I'm glad I don't have to shoot against her.
No. Yeah.
And Tanya, solid 10 for her.
Good 10 from Tanja.
Boosts her to
Paige is a
450.
world-class archer, period.
450.
Not specifying male, female. She's a world-class
Yeah.
archer.
Tanja dropped. Paige took a 2 more
right.
point lead over Tanja there,
Jordan
but
Dearman.
Tanja can give her a run for money. She's tough.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ladies in this class that have some game. Paige has been a dominant force so far this year, but if anybody can give her a run, it's
10
definitely
for Jordan.
Tanja Gellenthien. 10 right there for
Particularly
Jordan,
exciting to see
441
all
now
this
for her.
New talent coming out to shoot this year.
Yeah,
And
Mike
doing so
Tyrell
well.
is talking about the quote-unquote new talent coming out this year because we're seeing a lot of target
10 for
archers
Mama.
that we
And
don't
we'll rotate
normally
to our
see.
next target.
And that is a 10 for Janet Knight.
438 now for her. So Paige increased her lead by 2. She's going to bump up to a 456. We'll see a score update on your screen right there. Tanja 450. Jordan still in third at 441. Janet 438. And Lexi 433. So still got 3 more arrows in regulation. And then again, anybody that's within 10 points of the leader will shoot the last chance, last arrow for the final positions of the tournament.
So look at Jordan Dearman's sight set up there. She's got a scope. That box on the side of her bow is a light.
Okay.
I think
Lighten up
that's
the pin.
is that the Elvish tack light?
Elvis tack. Yes,
That's a
sir.
cool light. I've got one, but I haven't put it on my bow yet. But as that bow's resting, that light goes to sleep. And as soon as you pick that bow up, that light comes back on. It's like a motion sensor light. It's a cool design. You can see it right there.
It saves battery.
Yes.
You don't have to remember to
And
turn
she
on.
smoked
And she
it.
just smashed that 12.
Yeah, Tanya's going to let down and reset. Something didn't feel quite right. She'll get her footing. She'll get her grip. Got her fingers back in the release like she likes it. And you'll see she'll get anchored here. She's looking through that black thing in her string. It's a little peep sight. She's going to start putting pressure on that button and pull, pull, pull. And it's going to break. Keep pulling. Uh-oh.
No,
Something's not right.
she didn't like that.
She's got 18 seconds now. I'm sure her husband Braden's got her clock. She's used to world archery, so 13, 12, 11, 10. It's plenty of time for her. Boom. She was going for that 14. That's why.
It is so close.
Oh, she
Oh,
may
I think
have
she
that
got
thing.
it. We'll find out in a second. But
Tanya's got some game.
first up, we've got
10 for Janet.
for Janet.
448.
Yeah, she's going to need 14s to put pressure on Paige. That's just all there is to it.
That was
That's
Lexi.
10 for Lexi.
Just over that
That's a
12, so
little
she's
better.
at 443 now. That hyena right there is 49 yards. Is that
All right.
correct?
That is correct.
That's a
And next,
poke.
Let's go to Paige Pierce.
And this is Paige, and she shot.
A 12.
Oh,
I think.
come on.
Yeah.
For Paige Pierce, that's
49 yards.
468.
and 23 bonus rings. So she can't be caught on bonus rings. It's going to have to be scored.
12
now,
12.
folks.
Good for her. Well, Tanya did good by 14 in this close
Yes.
one.
Yep.
I think she's got the 14, so she's
I
going to
think
need it
she's
because
looking at
Paige is hitting
something
back to back
other than
12s.
10
Yeah.
or 12 here.
Yep. There he
Bingo.
goes.
How about a 14?
14 for Tanya.
Yep, she got it
Yeah.
right in the line.
All right.
So 464. So that helped her get back to just within 4 of Paige now.
And for Jordan
I'm curious to
Dearman.
see what Paige will do since it's marked up so well if she'll go for the kill.
Shoot.
Oh, a 12. 2 10s and a 12.
Jordan Dearman,
Nice
yes.
for Jordan.
All right, well done,
453.
Jordan. Congratulations.
So she's hanging on to third spot pretty good right now.
2 10s and a 12, Mike Tyrell noted for
All right,
Jordan
Paige,
Dearman.
468,
Her first
Tom,
pro
464.
shoot
Good for
down.
her.
Nerves got to be going, but she seems to be handling them.
Yep.
448.
Nice and steady
Lexi,
out there.
443.
Calling
And
upper on
Dearman,
this
10 points
lynx.
of our leader after
There's a good look
the
at
fifth
Paige. She's
arrow.
checking
We'll
her
go to
marks,
sixth
getting ready.
and
She runs a
final.
computer program. I say
Jordan,
program, but she actually has sight
Jordan,
marks.
it's time to
Like say,
set up
what's
and
the
ready to
target
go.
she's shooting now? The
This is
Audad.
the Audad,
So,
28
so it's
yards.
28 yards. So on her side, it may be like 39.4 on a number scale. So she's going to run her scale. She knows that maybe 39.4 is 28 yards on her sight. So she's going to set it exactly to whatever her rangefinder says.
Yep.
Pick where she wants to hit,
All right,
and
ladies,
then she's
start your
got
1
the
minute
odds are good.
now.
She's going to hit her ring.
I'd be surprised if she didn't. And so folks were saying, you know, Paige won every event here, so, you know, the class is kind of stacked, but the competition is catching up to her, and don't be fooled. No one works harder at this than Paige
She went
does.
it to 12
she
and
went it
got
to
it.
12.
Nothing wrong with that, I suppose. Ooh,
Paige
I think-
shoots hours.
I think Tanya shot at the 14 on the Kyle.
I
This
think
is
she
going to
did.
be a good race.
I think she did.
I think Janet may have shot a 12 if she called up her there. We're about to find out. There's a good look at
Yeah.
Jordan.
Okay,
Nice
first
strong
up,
shot. Good follow
Jordan
through.
Dearman. And we have a 10 for Jordan.
10 for
her.
Jordan.
Nice solid
463.
shootout for her.
So far, she's doing really well,
Janet
performing
Knight.
really well in her first
Absolutely.
shoot off.
All 3 ladies are performing
So
really
this
well
is
under the
Janet.
pressure.
If she called up her, she
And
got
the
it.
excitement for them. a
She
10
did not.
for
She did
Janet.
not. No.
So a
Nicely
10.
done.
4, 5,
And Lexi.
8 for her.
Now we got Lexi on the long hyena.
Not sure. Can't see it from where
10
I'm
for
sitting.
Lexi.
Yes, that's a good 10. 453.
And for Paige, our leader has an opportunity to look at that 14 ring, but I think she's going to stay
12.
conservative
Went for
here.
the 12.
Take her 12 and move on.
And the 14's bigger. I'm not doubting what she did at all.
Yeah.
I guess I could say I'm a little surprised, but she knows what she's doing. So, and she got
There's the
12 points
that she
for
was
it.
looking for.
Yeah.
Paige gets it.
480.
I'm not going to question
Mm-mm.
a decision by Paige
But
Pierce.
if Tanja 14's the
And
coyote,
Tanja.
she's going to be within 2 points.
Let's see
Needs at
here.
least a
She
14.
got
He's
it.
not even looking, so yeah, that must have been a no-brainer.
478.
78, Tanja. Doing what she needs to do.
And maybe Paige realizes, hey, I'm getting ready to finish on a 37-yard coyote. Tanja has to go to a 43-yard lynx. If I 12 the coyote, she shoots a 10. I still have my 4-point lead going into the final arrow. So maybe Paige thought the risk of missing that 14 could cost her the tournament, so she just said, hey, I'm comfortable aiming at that 12. Let's shoot at it. You can see her counting her marks right there.
So between Jordan, Janet, and Lexi,
Yep,
this
there
is
she
the
goes.
last
Yeah,
arrow
she's looking at her
make
phone
up
to
any
say what I need to
space
set my
between
sight for.
themselves
Now
and
she's
third
dialing
place.
to that number to the 10th of a yard. If it says 37.3, she's setting that sight to 37.3 yards.
That's crazy. She started shooting that new sidebar setup there made by O'Neill's Classic Archery. A wide bar
We'll
to
start
get
your
her
1
side
minute
rods
now.
out and away.
Mm-hmm.
Says that gives her good balance.
Paige's mental game is what separates her from everybody. She's so strong mentally.
She does not get rattled.
12, just,
Smoked it.
I mean, just pounding them. There's a good look at Jordan.
Oh. She's right on that upper.
Oh, Tanja has yet to shoot. She may have
Yep.
waited to see what Paige did to make her decision.
Yeah, she's gonna
She-
go for that
She
14.
needs a 14 to tie her.
Long hold. Can she see it?
14 to tie. Oh, she went at
She
it.
missed
All
it.
right.
Darn.
8
See what this
points.
can do to get to that
Just
last
under.
arrow.
Hey, good shot,
First up
Tanja
for
Gellenthien.
Tanja.
Yep.
She's trying to win this thing.
Absolutely.
Back to
Good
back
look at Tanja
14.
right
It's
there.
an 8 this
Tanja,
time,
Tanja,
though.
I don't know exactly
Leads
what it
kicked
is.
up. That happens. She moves to 486.
That's a good point.
8
I just
point.
always said Tanja.
Me too. Me too.
Now, for
486.
Jordan, upper 12 was called.
Jordan Dearman.
She's
Whoa.
done
Putting
well.
together
Good
a
for
great
her.
round.
Well done. Pretty much wrap
475.
up third place for her, but let's see what happens with Janet and Lexi.
She's been close to the shootdown in several tournaments this year.
She'll be excited.
Finally cracked the
She'll
code.
be excited to cash a contingency check.
Yeah.
10 for Janet.
10,
10
for
for
Janet.
Janet.
468.
Lexi, I
And for
believe
Lexi.
she smashed this 14.
Good for her. We don't get to
Looking
talk
for a
about money a
14
lot, but
ring.
I will say for Paige, if Paige
In the
wins this
shootout.
event, her bow manufacturer pays her $11,000 bonus
Bingo,
just for shooting
14.
that bow.
For Lexi.
That is a 14 for
Very well
Lexi
done.
Hull there.
14
All
for
right, so
Lexi.
Paige
467.
Yeah, and then she, if she wins, that's putting the cart before the horse.
Yeah.
And
Let's see
she's
if
one
she
of those
increased the
double
lead
dippers
in the
like you
last
talked
arrow.
about. She won
12
shooter of the year.
Yeah.
And wins
That's
the
4
tournament.
straight 12s
Big
for
payday.
Paige.
492.
All right.
Yeah,
Maybe
Bowtech,
we'll
Matthews,
find out between
PSE,
Paige and
Elite,
Tanja.
all these bow manufacturers are pouring
second and third
money
place
to
is
these
Jordan
shooters to
Dearman.
award them if they
Fourth is
win,
Janet
or if
Knight.
they get on the podium.
Fifth is
First, second,
Lexi
and
Hull.
third
Let's give them all a big round
get
of applause.
contingency money, and it's big dollars. We don't get to talk
Shootout.
about it enough, and the viewers don't get to see the checks, but it's serious cash.
Tanja
So,
will start. She'll shoot
the cheering
first.
there was
She's
for
currently
Lexi Hull,
486 and
who's going to
19
finish
bonus
in
rings.
5th
19
place.
bonus rings aren't a
Janet
consideration,
Knight is going to
but
finish
she
in
is 6
4th
points
place.
behind Paige. So her
I guess Jordan Dearman is going to finish in 3rd, and it's just between Paige and Tanja, I
Yeah.
believe. We'll get our scoreboard here. Yeah,
With Paige having
So
a
there it
6
is.
with Paige having a 6-point lead, regardless of what Tanja does, if Paige can 10 the last target, she will win this.
Yeah.
14 is in play. If Tanja gets a 14, that puts her at an even 500. So then Paige, if she shoots an 8,
Just needs an
could,
8.
yeah, she could
Yeah.
tie her and beat her on bonus rings. So a
Yeah.
10 would completely lock it up, but an 8 would also do it. So Paige's job's pretty easy. Tanja did put some good pressure on her, though.
She did.
And it's not over. I'm not
Nope.
saying it's over. We shoot the last arrow for a reason. The last chance, last arrow. Last chance archery, last chance arrow. We'll get that right, too. Going to shoot the links. The 14's marked up good.
Yeah, he moved. Looks like Scott Parrott moved him up in front of the line there. You can see where they were shooting from, so it's a little bit closer.
So Jordan did finish in third, didn't she?
Yep, she did.
It's just between Tanja and Paige.
Hey, first shoot down, taking a podium.
Guarantee it.
That's awesome. Good for her.
Yeah. She shot strong.
Yep.
Good strong shots, good follow through.
Where do you want to know where you're at? Where you at? Like where you are?
Tanya's going to
Tanja,
be up first.
496 and 19 bonus rings. Paige 492 and 25 bonus.
Now she just shot at this target and missed the 14.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing, you might think, oh, well, that's going to play in her head. I think it's actually going to play to her favor.
Yeah, she's 6 points behind. She's, second place is the worst she can finish. She doesn't even have to hit this target, and she's going to get second place. So
Right.
I'd say because she should shoot right at that 14.
Yep.
Paige still going to just need an 8 or a 10 to win.
Just under it
Almost
again.
same spot.
Yeah.
Tanja's such a good shooter. Good weekend for her.
Yeah,
Finishing with
absolutely.
a 494.
8, just under it.
So Paige needs 2 points to win.
Hit the target.
Hit the target.
All right, Paige, you only have to do one thing. That's catch foam.
She's still.
Might as well shoot the 14, Paige.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
She's a Bowtech shooter. Tim Gillingham, also a Bowtech. He'd be telling her, hit that 14.
Yeah.
Give him a show.
Do what? You're a chicken anyway?
She's chicken,
Said
so
she's
she's going to shoot.
chicken.
That means she's going to probably lay up and shoot center 10 right here.
Center 10.
This is for 6 out of 6.
6 out, yeah.
Meaning,
We're having fun, but
if she hits
this is serious business.
yeah, this
for
is
her.
serious business.
Yeah.
This is her livelihood.
Double checking that sight mark.
I wonder what she has to pay Tate for holding her umbrella for her. He's surely charging her some fee.
I think he's in charge of the money, so she just hands the checks to him.
Interesting. I didn't know that. Center 10 Paige. Boom.
There it is.
She's such a
6 for 6.
such a good archer. Such a good sport. Paige has a great social media presence. She's very vocal about
Absolutely.
teaching people and sharing knowledge of what she does. Bravo, Paige Pierce.
Yeah, she has no secrets to what she does.
No.
You want to know what she does? Ask her.
No.
She'll tell you.
Congratulations, ladies. Great shooting. Thank you.
And like I said, I've been watching these archers. Man, nobody works harder than her.
No.
She will shoot dawn to dusk
Well, and
if she feels like she has
and
to.
she shoots so many different venues. It
Right.
takes a totally different bow setup to shoot some of these different archery games. And she spends an insane amount of time preparing to shoot. So
And
it's
then-
not like she's lucking into this.
There she is, Paige Pierce. We talked about it earlier. 6 for 6. It's setting in now. How's that feel?
Pretty good. I was panicked going into this one. I feel like maybe you could tell, and if you can, I think my hands would still show you. That was nerve-wracking.
Paige, we were just talking about your work ethic, and you're such a dominant force in the archery games and the time and the devotion it takes for all the different setups. You don't just shoot 3D. You don't just have one bow setup. You spend an insane amount of time preparing for this, and you're getting duly rewarded for what you do. But just talk about what the struggle is to chase all these different archery games.
Truthfully, I think that's the biggest challenge in what I'm doing. I didn't set out to specialize in one thing. I am doing it all. So, obviously, I'm here at an ASA. The last weekend, I shot a FIDA with a completely different bow and arrows. And the weekend before that, I shot an NFAA field event, which was completely different in itself. So, truthfully, this one kind of went on the back burner as far as practice. I usually just work hard for whatever's next. So we flew in on Monday, and I just ground it out this week, trying to get as much practice in as I could before we started.
I compliment you on your effort. I compliment you on your ability, and I love your mental game. Congratulations. You're doing awesome at this stuff.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. This was an amazing year. I'm not going to lie. That 6 for 6 was like really weighing on me out there. I just wanted to get that monkey off my back. But we're so thankful to have this class and be out there competing. And we've seen so many different girls in the Shootdown. It was just an honor to be out there with every single one of them.
Congratulations, Paige, 2023 ASA Classic Champ and Shooter of the Year Women's Known Pro.
Thank you, guys.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere. We will be right back here at the ASA Classic with our Known Pro division from Cullman, Alabama. Don't go anywhere.